Hey up, so here we have some finger exercises. This is not one of those useless exercises. We're going to do this simple thing of playing some notes, getting a clean sound, and actually just moving the fingers to get them warmed up. This is a warm-up exercise, but what we can do is we can turn it into something practical. And the practical thing that ends up happening is we end up playing some cool little licks with it. I will add some tabs to download in the description of this video, so if you click down there you'll find something. So here we go. All we're going to do is stay in this area here. You can do it wherever you want really, wherever the frets are most comfortable, but you could start up here. And what you can see that I'm doing is I'm just playing one fret at a time. Now speed isn't the thing here. It's about cleanliness of tone. So if I go here, and this is the position I'm going to play it in, you can see I'm going 5, 4, 3, and then I move over to the B string, 5, 4, 3. Then I go to the G string, 5, 4, 3. Then I move to the D string. Then I move to the A string. Then to the E string. And you can see I get all the way back here. Now, like I say, this is not strenuous at all. What I find is when I add the pinky, a lot of guitarists go, oh, this is hard, and then that puts you off actually using this as a warm-up. You can put the pinky in and go, etc. But for now, we just want to get these three fingers moving. Like this. Nice and steady, focusing on clarity of tone. And now when I get back here, what I want to do is I want to move back up to the thin E string again. So I go 3, 4, 5. On the A string. Take time with this, don't rush. If it has to be like this, that is fine. Go your own speed. Don't feel as if you have to copy the speed that I was going there. Now we've got that idea here that all we're really doing is we're using 3 frets. What we're going to do is make it just a little bit trickier, and we're going to go fret 3, 4, 5. But every time we go up a string, we're going to leave the index here. I'll show you what I mean. So I go 3 here. I go 3, 4, 5 on the E string, then I go back here and I do 4 and 5 on the B string instead. Now you can hear that almost sounds a bit bluesy, and the reason I'm doing this is because of these blues licks. Now I move it over onto the G string. Now what happens as a consequence is that I get better at targeting at moving my pick over. You can use your fingers to do it as well if you don't use a pick. This is where it starts to get a bit fruity. If I go here and I play the E string, so I'm playing the first note on the B string there, 3, 4, 5 there. Yeah, so you can hear that there. Now I go onto the 3, 4, 5, keeping it all on the B string, and now I'm going to go over here. It's about keeping this finger anchored and then moving these 2 fingers to get some coordination. Now this is a particularly useful one. You get sort of all sorts of banjo-y roll sounds, and this is a companion to that as well. So now you can hear that this innocuous little 3-fingered warm-up I like this one where essentially I end up with a C-shaped octave here on the A and the B string. But if I do that little roll as I strum through it, it gives me a really cool sound. And because that G's open, it gives me a power chord, but an inverted one. Now Now we can carry this on, but it doesn't sound as good. But for the sake of just completing it and getting used to reaching all the way over from the B string to the thick E string, then what you'll find is these fingers feel a lot smoother to move. So we can take that there. So we get this little banjo roll effect. I'm using all downstrokes there. And do it on the G string here. Because I've done it on the B string here at the 3rd fret, and I've done it on here at the 3rd fret of the thin E string, I can hold that as a little bar. This gives me an open G sound. Really, it's just a G power chord. And if I want to, I can get my thumb over the top. So this is going from this idea of picking up the guitar, warming your hands, putting it there. Now, what you can do is you can extend this out even more. You can have a heck of a lot of fun with it. So if I want to take this up here, I can go. I can even practice stretching out here. So that's a whole heap of fun that you can have with 3 fingers just there like that. Because we've got this G on here, we can utilize these open strings just like we moved this finger from the E string to the B string. We can move it over onto the G string here, and we can access the minor pentatonic sound here by pulling off from the 3rd fret to the open G string. And we can do the same on the D string. And we can see that this little pattern happens again. So now all I'm doing is I'm just looking for that 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, and what I can get out of that. There. So that. Now we can take this idea here and we can shift it to another position. So it's all coming from this idea of just using 3 fingers here. You're right. Now if I move it down here, the frets get a little bit wider, so it just stretches your fingers out gently. And we can do it here. And don't forget to go up. And we can keep this going like this. So we're just using this as an opportunity to develop down here, I think, more than anything else. Now, if I wanted to play this with a D, so here's a D power chord. We're going to get this again. So this is this thing where this 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, all in a row, contained in those 3 frets, does that. can even go to the A. And that's just finger 1, finger 2, finger 3. And we can go to the E as well. So this is just a little move that you can do, and it all comes from this warm-up idea that just uses 3 fingers in 3 frets, and that's how it works, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, then you might enjoy this one next.